morning, day 190. 8:45. Guys are all running around doing stuff. Hopefully we're going to get productive today. I'm going to go around the front and have a quick look at how they finished off the wall last night. It would have been a late one, so hopefully they got that done, that's for sure. Today we are going to be, hopefully, white coating this. The guys are taking the main frame out of here now. We're trying to get a little bit more structured on the floor because there's crap everywhere. The partition boys haven't turned up as yet, so find out what's going on with them. It looks like the boys over here are actually calculating what they're meant to be doing. They should be doing that on their own time, not mine. I.e. the work they did yesterday, they need to try and sort out their bill. Window frames have been done, but I was told I shouldn't have done that because apparently they would have plastered in there and then knocked that back. But I don't trust that. So every time someone says trust me, I'll sort that, they never do. So I'd much rather be in the situation we're in now where they've got to edit it. The downside to that is obviously I've created some slight wavy lines, whereas if they did it themselves they might have got it straighter and neater. The guys did stay a bit later last night, but I'm not seeing anything they did, so maybe they didn't stay in the end. There's a couple of 6-inch channels up now on the wall, but I think that was done yesterday as well, so at the moment I'm not seeing anything that was done in here late last night. Anyway, today's plan. We've got to plaster the columns here in white. We've got to, don't have to, but we are going to try and plaster the outside here, on the outside. The jacks are all going to come down first thing in the morning, so they can be taken away. We also need to scratch coat the cottage over here. It needs to be scratch coated on the back and the other side, so I think the guys want to work on a price on that, so I'm going to find out what they want to do that. Other than that, it just literally is more of what we've been doing, really. The one thing I am considering doing at this present time is bringing an excavator in tomorrow, to level off in here. The well itself doesn't really impact what we're doing because they're not using the drill. Sorry about the wind. So if I show you what I mean. Do the footings here, obviously, but we can't start the footings really until we get this sorted. So we've obviously got some of the manholes to height now. And all we've got to do now is get the septic pipe taken into the well itself, and once that's done then there's nothing to stop us start bringing the mud over. Certainly to get in here to start backfilling this piece, because obviously this bit's never been done, so we need to get that pipe there taken through the side of the well. Then we can get all the mud taken over to here and we can start bringing to level, so these manholes are pretty much the height we're going to be at. So we've got all this mud. If we can try and bring as much mud into here and with a bobcat try and level all of this off, then we could be in a situation where we're starting the footings, Sunday, Monday, over there. Obviously there's the level we're going to be at for the land, so as you can see it's quite a bit of mud to come in. So that's one thing I need to look at today. So I've already emailed asking whether they can get the bobcat and the excavator for the weekend. Fingers crossed that's a yes. And we might be able to start that. So at the same time we've got all the marl being delivered today as well, 13 loads of marl. So that's going to go over there for now until we get to the point where we're ready to do all of the actual surfaces in the floor over here, and then we can obviously start getting the marl over and start getting it rolled. All around here will obviously be taken to height, we'll just about be underneath that frame, and we can decide what we're going to do with that. We're going to block that up and put air vents in it. Obviously we just need a foundation to be able to breathe. Other than that, these guys are obviously starting to get everything out the walls and starting to plaster. This has all been wrecked by ready mix. As you can see, the walls got to be probably redone now because they just got concrete everywhere. So, but anyway, that's another story. So plenty to do, but I need to obviously sit with these guys and make sure we get the price identified so we can get cracking on with everything they're doing. 10 to 12. That's some wind and rain. The wind has gone-ish. Rain has gone-ish. Guys are still working, so good thing about having the roofs and everything on now, and a lot of the work actually being internal. Wind and rain can come now, and apart from not looking a bit sludgy around, we can still crack on. So the electrician's here at the moment doing stuff. The electrician's over here doing the externals. On here we've got some outside power and outside lights in this corner here. Obviously it's going to be quite a social area over there, so it's about, kids and iPhones and crap like that. Again, over here we've had the central system connected for the pool lights and everything put into here. they'll all be controlled from the column over there anyway, but that's where we've actually decided to get them up and centralise all of them. Again, external power being fed from inside. So this is where lighting will be on here somewhere. This is power, obviously, for internally and externally. The guys have done the outside plastering, so I'll show you that in a second, which I think I've already shown you anyway. Some holes are now being broken through and conduits are being pulled through for power and lighting. TV on the wall here, more power, more lighting. Again, that'll be lighting for downstairs as well, so that'll be the staircase downstairs. All the wood's on the wall, and as we said, actually before we say that, I've actually got the internal framework in here gone now. I obviously showed this earlier on anyway, but obviously got the rooms taking shape here. Now we've got bedrooms taking shape. This is now bedroom 1. Bathroom. It's now flying up. Always now being done. Bedroom 2 starting to take shape. Okay, that's all taking shape loads, which is good. Good thing about this sort of stuff is that once it's up, you can literally start plasterboarding it on the internal. So as soon as you're ready, the electrical room, we've actually decided to put the actual walls on the outside, on the inside, and then we're going to land up boxing up. All this cabling is going to come up here. All this is going to come up here, obviously. So we'll land up boxing this all in. So when you open up the door, you'll have doors that you'll open up and see all of that. The kitchen's going to crack on later. The electricians are busting through the wall here. So centrally we'll have a fridge and freezer on this wall, and then there'll be some power sockets in here into the units either end. One major faux pas I've made there though is that I neglected to see the size of the kitchen basically. So I've actually got a just under 3,500 length unit going from here, but it will finish about here. So that matches wall to ceiling. But when I actually put the floors, when I measured, I mean, it's the centre point here. When I actually measured the 3,500, it literally comes to about here. So we've got the best part of another sort of 5 foot of wall either side. So we're going to have to make the kitchen bigger. And somehow we're going to have to try and source that from here. So I need this one here with an extra 2 to 3 carcasses. And I need to buy another 2 to 3 wall to ceiling. Say wall to ceiling here, it can't be ceiling obviously, but they're 8 foot larder units here as well. So, and then I've got to try and get the doors, which I got from the UK. So that now means I need to either find something different and mix and match, or order some more product from the UK, which obviously will take 2 to 3 weeks minimum to come, plus Christmas. So, a bit of a pain in the ass, but I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of that. Obviously I showed you the scratch coat that's been done all the way around here. The one thing we have noticed is we have moisture coming through here, right in the middle of where the main overhang is. Now this is a massive overhang. We shouldn't have a crack there, but we do. The guys, unfortunately, did take some of the actual supports out yesterday to try and get the formwork down, so whether that's caused it. And we're also seeing a damp patch here. We're also seeing a damp patch coming through here. So, not good. Either bad concrete or bad engineering. Certainly nothing to do with us, that's for sure. We've done everything we've been asked to do, both thicknesses, both steels. But for some reason we've got cracks. We're going to have to work out what's going on. Like plasterer boys don't seem to have done a great deal today. So I think they're cracking on with actually doing the bottom beam at the moment as we speak. And we've also still got to box up the extra bits that I've missed up on. So I said yesterday that this column here would have to come out by 8 inches one side and 8 inches the other because I've miscalculated the doors. So we're going to have to build those and pour those. I was thinking last night, is there a way of probably the easiest thing to do is to get some blocks, cut the blocks and actually block up. It's got to be the easiest way of doing it. So that's what I'm going to talk to the guys about trying to do, because boxing up and pouring concrete is just a pain in the ass. And all their blocks, as you can see, are 16 inches. So surely we can actually cut them in half and lay them flat down and just block it up. I think it's probably the easiest thing to do. But anyway, I'll talk to them about that, because we are going to have to drill into them and fix them with the windows as well, so it's got to be pretty solid. Other than that, the other issue is the guys at the well. They turned up this morning late and then just shot off. So it's getting bloody inconvenient, that's for sure. So we're going to have a delay with the well, which is something that's going to knock on everything, because we're trying to get the driveway sorted. We can't really do the driveway until we know the well can be sorted. So I've called them today. They're going to try and jump on it, but I don't hold any luck out with that. And we're also running low on sand. And unfortunately, the sand pits for Christmas shut yesterday. So we're now lack of sand. And yeah, so that's going to cause us a few teething issues. The guys also scratch cutting the outside of this and the other side as well. That's going to be the next thing they do. So once the other team plasterers plaster all of this white, which won't be today obviously, they'll be getting on with this building afterwards. They do need to do all round here first as well, so I need to get that scratch coated today as well. But other than that, that's what the white plastering guys will get onto, and that's why my guys are doing that now. Get that prepared, get that with waterproof in it, and then the guys can crack on. And then internally here, Tyson the man is in here with his team. Come on, Tyson, get your finger out. So he's in there doing that. We do have some marl being delivered, which is good. So other than that, we need sand. So I'm going to make a few phone calls now. 2:30. So quick check in, see where we are with everything. Okay, rooms are coming together. Wood needs sorting out still. Got to actually sort out the pressure treated wood to the normal wood. So we need the pressure treated to go up on the walls. Things are looking a little bit more open and a little bit more spacious. A bit more sand that's been taken out, which is nice. Okay, what else have we got going on here then? Right, so let's have a spin around and I'll show you what's going on. But nothing's really changed out here, in as much as we've taken the actual openings out on this side the other day, and we've now done the same on the other. So we now have this one completely open. We've got to sort this wood out, as I say, into the pressure treated versus non. Pressure treated is going to stay in there because it's going to get planed down, it's going to go on the walls. And all incoming call, sorry about that. And what else? Where was I? Yeah, so we've got to sort the wood out. All the actual pressure treated wood is going to get planed down into half, and that's going on the walls. We'll then obviously run all the conduits for the electrics down the walls into the cavities, and obviously then the plasterboard will go on after that. Out here we've had the electric boxes sorted and filled, so we've now got power on this wall here. First scratch coat's gone on, that's now been sealed, and that's now been sealed, so that's good on there. That's now waiting for the white mortar. This one over here, where the swimming pool connections put in that I showed you earlier, that's now nearly been finished off. I think it's about as finished as it's going to get, in all fairness. So obviously again, first coat around the outside, double socket put in here. The boys on the outside have been doing the white mortar, and on the white mortar there's obviously electric sockets coming out, which has been sorted out as well, and that's all the way along. They've also finished the bottom piece, which is awesome. We've just got to do the columns next. Here, just to let you know that when you get a quote to do any form of plastering or plasterboarding, they'll give you a square yard price, and then that doesn't include inner windows, window sills, door frames. They seem to charge separate for that, normally about, I think it's about $1 a foot or something like that. But obviously, as you can appreciate, each one of those is obviously extra. When they start giving you a price per square yard, and then they've got to do the window frames and door frames, it adds up. The guys around here, sorry, I never look at the camera, I'll cut my head off. As you can see, they've been scratch coating this side, and then they're doing the other side as well. So this whole building now, apart from where the electrics and plumbing need to be sorted out on the wall, that's scratch coated. And we're also trying to finish off taking out in here.
What? Your worst enemy to be your best friend. I'm your best friend. I'm your worst enemy.
He loves it, doesn't he? Andrew, what? Keep going. Andrew keeps us amused all day with his singing. He thinks he has some form of musical talent. Apparently he has. Gets everyone smiling at least. this side and this side were done obviously the other day, so that's all done. So it's just now actually the what in fact is the southern side needs to be sorted out. As you can see, the reason why the patio is looking a bit more empty is because the garden has now inherited jacks, formwork, you name it. So anyway, that's obviously got to be sorted out, and we're hoping that tomorrow the company we've hired the jacks from, they're coming to collect that. Just on the video, hang on. They're coming to pick up their jacks, and there's also some jacks left over from the builder that's let us down, so hopefully they're going to come and get theirs as well. So we get all the formwork out of the hallway. As you formwork in our hallway is just absolutely rammed with formwork, so we need to get that into here once that's sorted out. So as we were seeing before Andrew started his lyrical genius, we've got to try and sweep the sand away a little bit from the outside, and I want all the formwork stacked up in here, and then we'll put all the 2x4s in here, and that's got to be taken up because tomorrow we're going to start putting the water tanks in and connecting the mains water into the main house. So still a little bit of a bomb site going on here. We can get the scaffolding out, get this formwork stacked up better, and start making a bit more by actually pulling all the formwork from the other parts of the house into there as well. So that will ease up other areas as well. So that's something we definitely need to do. In here is obviously taking shape. We saw this earlier on. As you can see, this is now gone around the corners. You're right. We've now got bedroom 1. Got the framework in for that. Bathroom, that was done earlier, but we're pretty much now finished with that. Bedroom 2 is now frameworked up as well. And they're going into bedroom 3. That's now nearly done. And then we have the staircase, and they're just starting on the bathroom at the other side into the main bedroom. So all looking pretty good so far. So not far off, and we'll be pretty much, we'll have separate rooms. How are you, Jeff? Good, good. Electrics were sorted on here earlier as well. So that's gone through. Armory's doing a jigsaw puzzle. And then obviously we've had the outside done. So they've still got to come in with the white mortar into here and into here. We've still got to build out the actual columns on here as well, which I'm going to speak to Armory about in a second, see if he comes up with a lyrical genius about that. Other than that, the window frames, inner frames are being done as well. So as you can see here, we've got the inner frame actually being plastered up to the rod. That's where our windows will sit. Beckles is now putting in the concrete, I suppose, ledge that the windows will actually sit on at some stage. As you can see, we're filling it up as we speak, and the guys are plastering as we speak. We do need that a little bit smoother than that. I'll talk to them about that. It's meant to be smooth plaster, not coral render. So I'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, so as you can see, lots to do, but taking shape. So we will know more in the next couple of hours on how the day's going to finish, and let's see how tomorrow is going to kick off the back of that as well. Okay, 4:30 Friday afternoon. The day is closing to an end. The place is looking a little bit organised, even though it still looks like a bomb site. Okay, so what have we done? I've got a change from earlier. Obviously this is all drying off. Tomorrow this is all going to be white plastered, all of this, all around here, all on the insides here, that column, all the way across to the other side. That's going to be tomorrow's job for the plasterer boys. We've sealed the unit now, taken out the floor, and I'm actually now getting all the ply put away, so it's actually out the hallway and keeping dry. Got all this down here we need to sort out, so that's all being picked up tomorrow, thank God. All the shite that we don't need to create some space in here. The internal fit-out boys are cracking on. They're making a bit of leeway, which is good. Bathroom's actually now going in. Bedroom in, all the bedrooms are in. Bathroom's in, and this bedroom's now about to be done as well. So I'll close it play tonight. That'll all be in, and then they'll actually start boarding one side tomorrow. Start plasterboarding the bits and bobs they've got. Window frames, I'm not too sure how many were done. Looks like they've got a few of them. So that one's done. Let's go and have a look. So this one's done. That one's not done for some reason. That one's done. That one's done. That one is done, but it's got a crack in the bottom. So, strange, but some are done and some are not done. So, that one's not done, so there's obviously a reason why. It's probably because this one is quite wide. But this one's done, this one's done. And they've not got around to doing this one, or this one. So, looks like they're finishing early, even though they haven't done their job. A bit strange. But anyway, that's the way things are on Fridays. Make the most of going through bedroom walls, because that will change soon. This one's got to be done as well. This one's obviously got to be remeasured to make sure that's definitely right, because we've not even touched that. That is definitely not right. So we need to redo that one, definitely. Speak to Beckles before that gets locked off, because I'm pretty sure that was boarded off, so we didn't even get to look at that. As you can see, that's about three dead. That one is the batten plus 2 inches. So we must make sure we remember to readjust that one as well, that's for sure. Otherwise that will land in the window, flopping around inside. Other than that, the man with the weld didn't turn up, unfortunately, so that was a big delay. So we'll talk to him about that, so I don't know what went wrong there. Other than that, we're just preparing for a bit of wind to come through this weekend, apparently. So, at the moment, we don't seem to have a great deal laying around at this present time, and we obviously boarded up this to make sure that no water can go into the hole. Windows are potentially going in Monday. Yeah, we've had a reasonably good week. Still shed loads, unfortunately, to do, but we've had a good week and things are coming along. So, let's end on a positive note, and more to be done tomorrow.